that's a powerful question, man. So love is not one thing, okay? Love is not one thing. Love is, I'm going to say the rainbow is a beautiful representation of love, not what people are using it for today. But the reason I say that is because love is vibration and love has different colors to it. And I believe what we're practicing here in the West is the lowest level of love. It's the level of love that deals with duty and responsibility. And you gotta be real careful with that, because duty and responsibility, I know, is more of what I call a Saturn principle. It's governed by that energy. And that's not love. Love has always been expressed more through the Venetian principle of marriage, partnerships, joy, harmony, it's good energy. And the sun energy, which is life force energy, not responsibility and duty. Okay, in fact, when that planet Saturn aligns up with a sun or Venus, relationships really break up at that time, or they're just hard, or these people lack this warmth. Love has always been synonymous with the energies that represent the warmth and good fortune, okay? But there's vibrations within love, okay? And so, love could be used to purify and heal. In fact, let's up it up, man. Love is the electromagnetic force that could kill disease inside of the body and get rid of our traumas, i.e. bad memories. How about that? Now, what is the physicality of memory? Memory is nothing more than light, right? Because it's an event that's in the mind or really in the brain. So we say, okay, this incoming event happened, but I may physically have trauma, right? Okay, cool. I got physical trauma, or I got more of a mental trauma based off an experience a person went through. It wasn't physical in the sense that I was physically injured. I was emotionally injured. Okay, cool. So the emotional injury is one that's within the mind. No problem. Well, the brain has brain waves. The heartbeat beats. The cells move. So the whole body is the electrical force, because without electricity, you're going to die, okay? From the heart, right? Okay, cool. So now the memory is nothing more than a wave of information. Memory is wave of information that you have lodged in you. Here's the problem. Since it's a wave, it don't stay still. Waves don't stay still. Waves oscillate crazy. Wave moves. So now the shit that move throughout your body, okay? So now it's there, it's somewhere, okay? And so since it ain't sitting still, what we saying is, hey, love can purify and actually destroy that energy, okay? And so how can that be done? Well, my teacher told me this. Orgasm, and I'm not talking about ejaculation. In fact, I'm not even talking about sex on how to reach this state. To be orgasmic is synonymous with living. It's the same thing. And I said, whoa. That was an aha moment, because I know exactly what that feeling was or is when you had that day where you may, Friday night, just got paid. Let's say you looking good, and you got your smell good on, you looking good, and you handsome, and she cute, and your inner inside is matching your outer glow. There's an energy, an elevated energy within yourself, and it's a feeling, it's a vibe that other people can feel. See, when we start looking at what initial attraction is at the core, there's an invisible energy that's taking place. That's where love is, right there. I figured that out when I was studying the mysticism of, the Bible. When I was looking at the Hebrew aspect of Adam, numerically speaking, his number equals 45 in gematria. When you break down his number is 45. Eve, her number is 19. When you break down her name, it equals 19. It's kind of like A1, B2, C3, that kind of thing, but you got to do it in Hebrew, okay? And so when I subtract the 19 from the 45, which gives us the difference. See, people want to debate, add them up, stack them up to 64, you just stacking. If you take something away, you understand the energy that exists in between 2 points. That's energy. So when you take 19 away from 45, what do you get? You get 26. And I said, oh snap, 26 is the sacred, it's a numerical value for the sacred name of God, Yahweh, Jehovah. He got 4 letters, Yod, He, Vav, He. It equals 10, 5, 6, 5, each letter, 10-5-6-5, and that's 26. I said, shit, God is the force that exists in between man and woman. Ooh, baby, damn, you look good. So it's a penetrating force. It's an attracting force. That's God. Electromagnetism, forever invisible, okay? And so that manifests himself as visible within the poles. Man, this place is beautiful, man. And so, you know, we got to stop all this basic dumb madness where it comes to the gender thing. You know, the man is the prize, no, the woman is the prize. And I get into that a little later, you know, maybe on another video and whatnot, because that's so farce. Everybody starts off female. That means you still got a secret man inside of you, and that's really false, because like I said before, in week 5 you develop something called a Wolfian duck, and then week 6 you develop a Malarian duck, and then one is masculine, Wolfian duck. If it's going to develop at week 10, Malarian duck is feminine. If it's going to develop in week 10, the point is for about 4 to 5 weeks they both roll in together. So beautiful. So beautiful. You're really androgynous at the core, but you manifest on one side more than the other, way more than the other in a sense, okay? All right, so we can just go look up the embryogenesis and see what I just said, all that check out is facts. All that theory about all the other crap is just, it's hyperbole. It's that sounding deep shit, and it causes confusion, and they think they deep, but they really causing confusion. And most importantly, separating us further. This is why I love the Chinese, and I had to come to China. It's because the energies are intertwined. It's an interdependent relationship. And this is why my teaching, and when I share dealing with the cosmos, right, I call it, the second part of it is, I call it heavenly balance, okay? Because when you understand this place, it's a thorough interplay of interdependency amongst each other. It's a coalescing, it's a vibe that's taking place, okay? All right. And so on the highest side of love is purification. Love can get rid of disease. Love can get rid of trauma. We're talking about really getting our vibration, our consciousness to a point where you can just convey energy. Just hugging a person will start to heal them and relax their parasympathetic nervous system. Or you can learn an art where you can just put your hands over a person, and then they go into an orgasmic state. I'm not talking about ejaculation. An orgasmic state where the entire central nervous system is now coming online and being electrified. Yes, what's the purpose of that? Because now that this electricity is going through you, and you having what's really called a real full body orgasm, what's happening is what? All of the millions, if not trillions and billions of nerves that's in you is finally open, and the life force energy, the real Kundalini, the real G-force, the real God that's within us is finally flowing. And now, since it's finally flowing, guess what? Those traumas that's been hiding and oscillating in different parts of the body can now start to get cooked and get purified and get burned out of the system. You understand that? That's beautiful. Listen, can we have a grown conversation? Because a grown conversation will really consist of this. I was studying some medical reports where they were saying, hey, a healthy male could ejaculate up to 1 billion sperm cells, anywhere from 30 million to 1 billion. Other accounts were saying 300 million up to 1 billion. I said, 1 billion? Gee whiz. Well, I went to go check the population of the United States in like 21, 22 was like 330 something million. So at 1 billion, that's like 1 billion is almost 3 times more than that. So you imagine a man walking around with the atomic electro power to populate the entire United States 3 times in one ejaculation from a sexual experience with you? That is a lot of power. But we as men don't even walk around understanding the kind of power that we yield. We don't. It's so powerful that we just want to get it out. We just can't even hold it because we gotta, get the gas, get the Vaseline, get the sock, whatever. It's so powerful. You always on the hunt. You can't even contain it. It's so powerful. But it's very sacred. It's very special. And there's ways to work with it and cultivate it, right? And it needs to be honored as men. Listen, last year, Last year I had to take I took a bath and did certain things, and I realized, damn, I never said I was sorry to my own lingam or my own penis, because I've jeopardized you before. See, when we gonna grow up as men, right? When we gonna grow up and understand that, yo, who I am is just valuable. As a being, I'm valuable. I gotta start taking more pride in loving myself more. So I had to talk. Hey man, bro, my bad, man. I'm sorry. I didn't put you in all kind of situations. It's alive. Is it not an organ? It's alive. It has function. It has memory. It may even have scars. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, this thing is serious, right? And as women, for your own self, beautiful. No, man. You know, hey, you know what they say. He love the ladies. I absolutely do, man. Everybody love y'all. It's just a fact. Men love y'all. Women even love women these days. Girls own girls. Where I'm from, everybody love y'all, right? And so, special, infinite waters. Infinite waters, called the waters anew. Infinite water. A woman's secretions can run forever in the right condition. Forever, right? This stuff that we have with one another, this bond that we have, this electromagnetic connection that we have is really powerful, and we don't know what we're doing with it. We don't. Because like I said, what if that look, that energy, that presence alone becomes healing and therapeutic? I've been told just being in your presence heals me. And I've also been told, okay, I got that part healed. I'm going on to my next part of my journey without you. Thank you. I so appreciate this connection. Bye. Guess I done my job. And I ain't talking about physically met you. So we wasn't no physically sleeping together because I ain't physically been with the person. Energy's that real. And see, man, we gotta grow. We got a lot of growing to do. But I don't want to be long on these videos. That's my answer to what love is. Love has different vibrations. I think what I just explained is one of the highest vibrations that we can have within relating to one another. I want to experience this electric boogie woogie woogie. I want to be electrified in your love. I want to be able to be healed in your love. I want my body to literally be elevated within your love. That's what love is, and I think that's what love should be. And these are the hidden arts and they're hidden for a reason. Because they're hidden for a reason. Trust me when I tell you. And it ain't bad reasons either, right? There's some good reasons why they're out of the way, okay? And so that's what love is. And I look forward to really sharing more with you in the Patreon. Join the Patreon. It's what I call fixed gateway of heavenly balance. And we deal with the cosmos. Listen, last class, I'll close with this. Last class, I said we just concluded on understanding the zodiac signs and the bodily systems. So Aries is the head and the muscular system. Taurus is the throat and the endocrine system, right? And I said, from my observation, I've seen something, y'all. I want you to think back to an ex who got on your last nerve and see if his zodiac sign is showing up in your body as the corresponding system. So for example, shout out to my homie C Money. I gotta find that testimonial. She used to be in a physically abusive relationship with a Taurus. Well, years later, she had hypothyroidism, right? Where her thyroid was underdeveloped. Of course, they wanted to do the medicine stuff. She didn't want to do that. I said, C Money, all phone and guided visualization recorded on the MP3. C Money, follow these instructions. Follow my voice. Put this blue light around you. She go in And lo and behold, she tests hyper. She went from hypo, underdeveloping, to not even normal to over normal. You understand what I'm saying? And so when that sun, which is radiating light, is in front of a constellation called a zodiac sign, which are stars, which are also light, there's a double light thing where now the sun is radiating the starlight that it's in front of. And so when you're born, right? When you're born, because you're light right here in the heart, in the brain wave, you're light. This is why when you don't have consciousness, no heartbeat, they come and put the paddles on you, clear, boom, and try to shock you to get that SA node in your heart going again. Because you light, right? So when you ride on into this reality, you riding on in as a light being, okay? That's what's happening. And so now you as the light being, as an Aquarius, right? You may show up in your partners because you haven't intercourse with this person. So now you gonna show up, Mr. Aquarian, in your partner's ankles because the ankles correspond to Aquarius. This is how real it is. Okay, so hopefully I can find that testimonial and whatnot, man. So get with me because I love to really, share this science, teach you this science, how it corresponds to that. And then for those who are willing to be diligent, this ain't for everybody. I understand that, but those who are diligent, like I talked to my man, my little youngin' today at work. He only 26. Him and my son happen to know each other, went to school together. And I said, listen, you single? It don't even matter if he wasn't. He was like, yeah, I'm single, bro. I said, cool. I said, what you think about practicing? You know my theory on practicing. We need to put ourselves in situations where we can practice. What is this electromagnetism? What is ways that I can become soft? He said, listen, bro, I do need to become more in tune with my emotions because I don't know how to process that stuff. I'm hard. I don't know. I said, good. He said, let me put you on video. He said, I got to get a haircut. But no, he going to come. You going to see. Yeah, my name is Adrian. You know what I'm saying? I know I need to be a little bit more in tune with my soft side. And I'm willing to be vulnerable enough as a man to allow a woman to assist me and just talk to me and practice with me. Right? And in return, woman may need, we talking about practicing partners. Okay? We can do everything else, but I'm talking about practicing partners. All right? And what you define that as, y'all got a right to understand, like, hey, this is what we doing. Okay? All right? We grown. All right? But we going to have to practice. And see, when I look out into the landscape, and when it comes to this level of intimacy, when I say intimacy, I'm talking about connecting, right? And even when you pair that through sexual connection and higher intimacy, it be white folks that's on this science, man. Black people don't be in the crowd. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. They don't be. It's like we ain't interested because we the entertainers. I got this saying, we the Leos of the zodiac, right? Like, on the entertainment side of the Leo, not the lover side of the Leo, right? And so it's like, we not even in these schools. And I ain't talking about education, I'm talking about these sacred spiritual schools to get this science. They're in there, and whoever's there as a participant, hey, this is going to be your partner. Let me clarify, I'm not talking about sexual partner. Hug this person. Let that energy out. There's people who charge for hugs. I think I'm going to start charging for hugs. I think I'm going to get in the hug business. For real. Seriously, that's such a cancer riser. I'm going to get in the hug business. But no, seriously, it's therapeutic. When the baby is crying, see, you got to act like, we got to stop acting like touch is not important. Okay? You're going to have to stop acting like it's not important. Remember we was having this conversation and it was, wait a minute, hold on. Touch, an infant needs touch. Infant don't need no gift. Infant don't know nothing about, acts of service as its perception of needing love, right? Like touch is important. Seriously. I mean, you can touch through various ways though. It can be a physical touch or it can be my words that can penetrate you. I penetrate people through words, both men and women, right? I penetrate through words. I can heal through words by you allowing yourself to surrender and trust the process of the guided visualization so your mind can relax and you get into your subconscious mind, which is nothing more than what? A wave of energy. That's all it is. Okay? That's all it is. All right? So we gotta grow up and get into the more blissful states, the more purifying states and healing states of where we can radiate that beautiful light. All right? So with that, I'm gonna get out of here. That's what love is. And join the Patreon. And welcome to my backyard barbecue. You probably heard some birds. I don't know if they're gonna come out, but I got a feeder right there. Uh-oh, did I got one on top? Oh, I think it was gonna be shy. Okay. Well, I thought it was gonna be shy. So I got some feeders around here. You might as well hear them and whatnot. But welcome to the backyard barbecue in a sense. But I'll see you guys and ladies later. All right. Peace.